What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today, I have my buddy Michael at Medium Rare Cards over on Instagram, and I met with him for lunch yesterday, and I said, Michael, I want you to look over these cards and tell me how they would grade if I sent them to PSA, because if it's not a 10, I don't want to send it. Some of these are PC cards, some of these are cards I plan on flipping, but we're going to see what happens today. So, Michael, what do we got going on?
Well, so with your permission, these are all packaged well, but I don't trust the look of things when they're in top loaders. I promise you,
That's fair.
These will get back
You're
safely.
fine. You're fine.
So for you guys that don't grade a lot, and I'm assuming, Jacob, we are sending these to
PSA.
PSA.
Yes.
So PSA, and I don't know the folks on your channel. Whoa, 6 of 10, very nice.
Yeah.
The folks on your channel, I don't know how experienced they are. If you're catching this and you've never graded before, but PSA and all the other grading companies, they all grade on 4 aspects of a card. So there's going to be the surface, the corners, the edges, and the centering. And so that's what I'm going to look at. The first thing that I look at is centering, because if it doesn't center, to me, that's the biggest thing that jumps out. So as you can see here, and this is as good as my lighting is going to get. Sorry, Jacob.
You're fine.
This is a little heavy this way.
Okay.
But slightly. So PSA, they say that they have a tolerance with regards to centering, and I think it's like, some people say it's up to 60-40, but to me it's got to be at least 55-45.
I saw this is a 35-65 1-of-1 Hulk Hogan a few months ago get a gem at 10 somehow, and I have no idea how.
Right. So, for me, there's some surface issue here, like right there. I don't know if you can see that.
Let's see that.
And so the back centering and the back surface tends to not be penalized as much, but I've seen it keep a card from getting a 10. This, to me, is a good 9 candidate. It's just that surface issue is going to keep it from getting a 10. So I'm going to try to get, you handed me a million cards yesterday. So we're going to try to get through this.
And I know you mainly do with like other sports or whatever, but I feel like with wrestling so much as like the autographs tend to be a little fancier.
It's just anything with wrestling is a little more fancy, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they're paid. They're paid. Let me get a microfiber cloth real quick.
Sorry about that.
No.
It's also another thing I've noticed with NASCAR. My dad's a massive NASCAR fan, and he has this picture in his office from like 1988, I think, from like the Winston Cup Series. And those are some of the coolest, most elaborate autographs you will ever see.
Yeah, so for me, I just think maybe they don't sign as many.
Possibly.
And so they could sort of take their time. And what I'm doing here, guys, is I'm just getting sort of the residue. Sometimes it'll come from the pack. Sometimes it'll just come from even new top loaders have residue. So I just wanted to get that off of there. It looks like this Kiana James card has, or maybe if it's even the product, has a little bit of centering issues.
Probably.
Like you could see this one is a little more this way to the right. But the surface, to me, there's a little bit of a surface ding there, right there.
That seems to be the problem with Prism cards.
Yeah. And so the back looks good to 99. Certainly, for me, even with a surface issue, if it's out of 10 and it's a PC, then I'm going to get it slabbed.
All right.
So,
I even thought about, before I sent off that Dakota Kai 1-of-1 last year, or a few months ago or whatever, I thought about just getting it like authenticated, just getting it slabbed up.
Yep. That's certainly for PC, just getting it slabbed. If you're not looking to
Especially with
flip
that
it,
special running right now.
yeah, absolutely. So oddly enough, this one, the centering is heavy to the left, not the right.
That's just my luck, man.
But the surface is perfect. I'm looking at this. There's a little bit of a ding there. Actually, that was not a ding.
Now
That
that's
was
a
some
bad
debris.
autograph.
Yeah, that is Tatum Paxley.
Yep.
So this one, I'm just going to put in the send column. The gold out of 10, I'm also going to put in the send column, even though I think it's going to get a 9.
Okay.
So the send column is over here.
I sent off 2 like live autographs, not live. I mean, on card autographs that I had done. Yeah,
in person,
and they have been in research and ID for about 2.5 months.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous. I completely forgot I had that.
This one's perfectly centered to me. You could see that is perfect. Nice. That's a beautiful card.
Right? Yeah.
What I need is a light coming over my head right here.
I got so many around here. They're just not plugged in right now.
Yeah. But that's sort of a cool thing. You could even see the shimmer coming through the autograph. So this one's a definite go.
Oh,
centering wise, and I don't see any because of the age of these cards and the thickness of the cards. Mm-hmm. If you can get it centered, they're not almost always, but they have a better chance of getting a 10.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and with a lot of the autographs, it wasn't necessarily like, do I care to send them in? Not really. If it's worth sending in, I'll probably throw it in there.
Right. This one centering issues. It's heavy to the right.
I see that.
But surface wise, it's okay. Out of 99, I would probably. That's probably a candidate if you can't get to 20 cards, but you sent me 1 million, so we're going to get to 20 today.
One way or another.
Yep. Next one is a Tia Hale.
Yep.
Thea Hale.
Thea Hale.
Say it? So you're going to have to give me a little bit of commentary on like if these. I'm sure they're stars, right? But like, I'm an old school wrestling guy.
Right.
Like, they didn't have the girls in the ring. They had like Miss Elizabeth.
Right.
Like the person, the female when I was watching wrestling. Yeah, in China. You know.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And so this one again looks like Prism has a centering issue. So you could see that's a little heavy to the right. But but surface wise, it's good. It's out of 49.
The red out of 99 color match on that looks really good.
I was about to say, if it was a color match, it would be a definite go.
I'm working on getting that one.
But this one, because the surface is perfect, I would probably be in the go pile.
Okay.
With this.
This might be somebody you remember. How about Ted DiBiase?
What's his name? The $1 Million Man or the? Yep. Yes.
Out of 99, I pulled that too. You got to sit.
So I'm so old that I remember when it was Stunning Steve Austin.
Oh yeah.
I
actually bought a Stunning Steve Austin figure the other day.
When he had the really bad hair.
Oh yeah.
It was bad.
Oh yeah.
So this one, while the centering is okay, this is Fallon Henley. I'm going to see if I can get this. See right there, you're going to get some surface issues.
I see it now.
So that's definitely going to be a 9 candidate. If not, maybe, I don't know if that's bad enough for an 8, but.
You know how it is that when you get it in the mail, you're just so excited to get it.
Oh, yeah.
Some of them you don't even really care about.
Oh, yeah.
And that is the Rock's daughter right there.
That is the Rock's daughter. Again, you know, and I'm not a big fan of cleaning. I know that I've got friends in the hobby that clean cards, right. But This one's presenting nicely. The centering is good. There's a little bit of a. I'm sorry. I'm trying to look at this and be cognizant of the camera too.
Oh, you're fine.
But there's a little bit of a surface issue right there.
Mm-hmm. I see that.
So probably that didn't help at all, did it?
No, that worked.
I need it close just so that, but it's just not a good viewing experience. I don't know if we're going to be able to use this recording or not for your channel.
Oh,
but
sometimes my stuff's just unedited anyway.
Right. Yeah, there's a definite surface issue there. I'm going to put that in the no pile for now. Like I said, sometimes this one, shame on you. That didn't even have a top loader, Jacob.
That's how it got sent to me.
Oh, this one doesn't even have a sleeve.
It doesn't?
No.
Who? Okay. So I got 2 of those they're both out of 25. And I know the 2 people that I got them from. So now I got to figure out who sent one without a sleeve.
Shame on them. That didn't even have a sleeve. Sol Ruka.
Yep. It got revealed last night. She actually has a torn ACL. So that sucks.
Oh my goodness. Well, put her on the shelf. Yeah, There's some centering issues here.
Okay.
And wow. So the Mojos are, so in tops, this is called a Mojo refractor. Mm-hmm. I don't know what parallel this is.
It's Mojo.
In prison. Okay. So this one's out of 25. I would be tempted to send this in. It's just the centering is off.
Well, you got another one of those to look at, so get ready.
Whoever, it did have, okay, I apologize. That did have a sleeve. It just, the card came right out.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
2. So hopefully this one is better centered. Oh boy. Nope. That is this. So I missed this on a card that I sent in. And I don't know if you see that. That right there, this line.
Yeah.
Is not part of the card. That is a bad. This will actually get you a 6.
What?
Yeah. You can't see it. And I couldn't so this is a good example. Let me see if I'm wrong here. And I'm always, well, no. Actually, that looks like it's part of the card. Let's just take a look. Those 2 next to each other. 2 nice. Gorgeous cards.
Yeah.
I thought that, nope, I stand corrected. That is part of the card. Wow, you have 2 of the 25?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's a good
I bought one off my buddy that did a personal rip, and then I bought her spot and a pick your wrestler break, and I hit that.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I also hit the gold Kiana Aldo in that pick your wrestler break.
You know what? If I were you, I would send one of them.
Okay.
Or if you wanted 2 of the 25s, that's called owning the market on that.
Something like that.
So I'm gonna, and it's such a cool card. It's just the centering. The centering is better on this one. I'm gonna put that there.
Okay. Now, you know better than I would. And some of these lower level parallels, it's not like send in and flip or whatever. That'd be more of a piece. I wanted to keep one of the Mojos and probably sell the other Mojo unless I can get my hands on another one.
Yeah. I don't know if this is worth sending in. It's a beautiful card. This is one of the rare instances to where it looks like it's centered horizontal, vertically this way, but up and down it's not. It's heavier that way. Yeah. So, and since it's not numbered, I wouldn't risk it.
Now, those gold lines with the NFL product, is that team color?
Yeah, normally there's going to be team. It's going to match the team color.
Because on last year's Prism, I don't think I have any sitting around. Those were all red, and you see how those are gold. Now they're based off if you are on Raw or SmackDown, that's red or blue. NXT is gold like that, and the Legends are black.
Oh, I did not know that. So maybe You're probably right.
That
In
is a
fact, I know
box hit, I think.
this is
Yeah, the Blue Wave.
the Blue Wave.
Yeah.
Is this out of retail?
No, that's hobby.
Hobby.
They replaced cracked ice with that.
It's a good looking card. Centering's
Yeah.
an issue though. It's heavy to the right, and if it was numbered, are you sure it's a box hit, a hobby box hit?
Yep.
So
One
one
per
of these
box.
in every hobby box?
Yep.
Well, that's definitely a maybe.
And I didn't even know that when I pulled it until somebody told me later.
Some surface issues here. Let me see if I can get rid of it.
I need to get one of those.
Well, I have one because of my glasses.
Fair enough.
Heavy to the right, but not as much. This is certainly a candidate. I've sent in way worse, knowing that this is at least a 9.
Okay.
And that silver is sought after for some reason.
It doesn't do anything for me.
Okay,
that's just like personal preference. I don't know. I don't get the silver hype.
Yep. I think it's just because that's where it started.
Yeah, true.
That's where it all started.
This is out of 199.
And this, so let me see if they come off. I don't know if this is residue or print lines, and these are print lines. So you'll see it. And a little bit of a ding right there.
Yeah, I see it.
And then there's print lines through there. See that print line right there?
Yeah. Crap.
Yep. That's why. So if you do use this video and people are watching this, God forbid, they're so bored they want to see bad lighting.
That's the base version of the 101 I got last night.
Oh, cool. 10s are supposed to be hard, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's this misconception that if you pull something straight out of a pack, it's going to get a 10. That's just not the case. In this one, if you want a PCer, that's fine. It's heavy to the left.
Okay.
It's pretty pronounced. So,
all right.
I'll let you make that call. How often do you use
that? Like all my hits from Prism,
right?
I think I just threw them in there. I'll take a look anyway.
Right.
Like you got some numbered Hogans and Rock coming up too.
Oh, that's cool.
I just took them how they got mailed to me, and I put them in that box and gave you the box.
Yeah, centering is way better on this one. Way better. You got a little bit of a corner thing going on.
I see that.
Like right there, some whitening.
Yeah.
But other than that, this card is perfect.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a little bit of a top ding there, but you get that on some thicker cards. This is a candidate just because the centering may carry it.
How do you feel about the subgrades?
Well, there's only one company that does it, right?
No, there's one that does Pokemon.
Oh, that's CSG.
I think so.
Yeah, you know what? I think there's just a place for it. It doesn't do anything for me unless I think it just confuses too many people.
Fair enough.
This is a perfectly centered card. I don't see anything as far as surface stuff. This is
her rookie autograph, but they snuck her in the last product of last year. So like that's the only set she was in with the rookie card logo. So everybody's like wanting this because this is her first autograph.
Yeah. The only thing, Jacob, I see here is there's a little bit of a surface. Get that. There's a little bit. Come on, camera, focus for me.
Daily issues.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a thing going on right there.
I see
But
it.
other than that, this is this is the strongest card I've seen so far.
Really?
Just because the centering is perfect. I'm a sucker for centering. I'm a sucker for just a good design.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, that's
Fair
a good
enough.
one.
This is another former wrestler's daughter. I don't think you'd know him, but there's apparently pretty good talks about her, and everybody's kind of sleeping on her in the rookie class.
So there's a pretty good, see it?
I see it right in the middle.
Right in the middle, there's that print line. So automatically,
Nope.
if that wasn't a really low card, then it'd be that's when it's that obvious and you send it in. Sometimes I think that they give you an 8 just so that to teach you a lesson.
Yeah. Once again, though, another like beautiful autograph.
Yeah, with the little cart. So
I get tired of the initials with some of them.
well, you should see some athlete autos. It's like, come on, take the time to
Some looks like just a mark with a marker.
yeah. Let me get rid of that fingerprint. And that's important. I mean, if you do use this video and you're showing it, at least parts of it, when you're sending a card to get graded, get the fingerprints off of it.
And once again, that was exactly how it was sent to me.
I don't know if you could see that, but there's a little bit of a. It's not really bad, but I could just see it right through there.
Mm-hmm. I see it a little bit, yeah.
But other than that, it presents well. It's just that one little spot up there, right through there, may keep it from getting a 10.
Gotcha.
Is this numbered? No, that's just the silver.
Yep.
Have you heard anything about keeping autographs or cards in top loaders or one touches too long?
No, I have not.
That's like a thing that I've heard of, is that people will say that it's bad for the card.
Huh.
Don't ask me why. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, that.
You can just throw that away.
Yeah, that's gonna go. That's there just because it's pretty cool. Pretty cool card, and it's.
So I bought that on eBay, and the guy lost it, and then he hit me back. He gave me a refund. He hit me back up, said, "Hey, I found it." I said, "Okay, well, Prism just came out. Give me a week or 2."
Mm-hmm.
And he put it on eBay for double the price, and I managed to get him to honor the price that he initially sold it to me for.
Oh my gosh! All right, Carmelo Hayes looking good.
It.
There's this one.
Don't you?
There's this one
Michael
thing right next to his ear.
Could it be his hair?
Nope. Nope. And I've been working on it a little bit, and it doesn't look like Carmelo wants to let go of it.
Oh.
So, but that may not. I've seen worse. And apparently you have too. Get 10s.
Yeah.
So
I don't know if I told you this. I pulled 2 silver rocks in my case, and you have one of them, and another one had like 3 gashes in it, like a cat just went to town on it.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, this is a silver rock card, and now it's just basically trash. And I have another one here that if you like feel it, it literally feels like it's been scratched all up. And I've just been keeping it on my desk as a like, this is ridiculous. There's like residue all over it. It looks like it was ran over, honestly.
Nice color match.
Yep, that's the girl again.
Nice and centered. So this throws people off, right? I mean, because what I look for is this space here and this space here.
Yep.
But the megaphone makes it seem like it's pulled this way. So you almost have to cover that up. It's an optical illusion. This is actually a good candidate.
Oh heck yeah!
So nice color.
If I don't reach 20,
oh, you're gonna get the 20.
I got a buddy that wants to send in some anyway.
Yeah,
so
you're gonna get the 20.
I hope.
I did. Now, have you ever pulled a color blast?
No. So I was talking about this with somebody the other day. I have opened 36 Prism hobby boxes and have not pulled a color blast yet.
Wow, that's a lot of hobby boxes, dude.
And I'm like, I feel like I'm due for one.
You are due.
So I guess next year or whenever the price or later in the year, who knows?
Centering is good on this. It looks
You're not going to get a card that looks like that in football, that's for sure.
Yeah. You are looking at like a little edge issue here, but I don't know if that's the card. It doesn't feel like it, but this is a good candidate. And this is numbered. It's not numbered. The red waves aren't numbered. Interesting. I thought they were.
Yep. They are. So like, last year you would pull like a silver parallel variant, which is like, the hyper, the cracked ice, the silver. And then you'd pull a red wave or you'd pull some color. But like this year, some of them you get like 3 colors in a pack.
Right.
It was wow.
I wish I had shown you this card before I wiped it down. So before I wiped it down, there was all kinds of what I thought were print lines, and they all came up. Now there is a bit of a nick, not a nick, but like a print line-ish, like at the top right above her head there.
Yeah.
But other than that, this card is beautiful. But that will keep you from getting a 10 up there.
Well, I'm glad I got a second opinion. That's for sure.
So what's the next product coming out for you?
Revolution.
We talked about that, right?
Yep, the debut of the Kabooms.
Yeah, it's so Kabooms are going to be in the Revolution product this year?
Yep. Wow. And the thing is, I don't like the Revolution product. Looking at it gives me a freaking headache.
Well, they are busy. That's an understatement, right?
Yes.
They're a busy card. And Kiana James. Oop. Come on. All right, Kiana James. This is a good-looking card out of 199. All right, so here's a good example of a card that presents beautifully, well-centered. So you can see that there's just as much blue on this side as this side. But when you turn it over...
Oh, God.
Yeah. Oh. Now...
That's wild.
I don't know how much they penalize you for back centering, but it'll be very difficult for that card to get a 10 because of that back centering. Unfortunately, I miss it all the time because I get excited about a card and I want to send it in and I want to make sure that I can maximize the value, especially if I'm not keeping it.
I love those blue waves so much.
And you open enough boxes to know that these are the box hits, one per box. That's like, okay, so this is a good example of a print line on the back. So I don't know if you could see that, but there's a print line. You'd think I would know how light works, right? But I don't. It is a bad one. It's a bad one. It's like right through there. And you could see it in person.
I see it. I kind of see it.
It's almost like an indentation, like right there.
Yep.
And that will turn this card into something that you could keep its value. But the moment this thing gets an 8 because of that, then it's just, I think sometimes people. I see what's happened here. Somebody put this card in a thick card sleeve, and then the thick card sleeve sticks. the top Yoda.
You think people would know?
Shame. So, all right. Almost halfway through. Almost halfway through.
And that is the hyper parallel.
The hyper.
Those get a little busy from time to time.
Let's see how this one looks on camera. Look at that. Just all the way across. That's super cool.
That does look cool.
Uh,
Especially on... Let's see if I have it laying up here. The Undertaker card from last year.
Mm-hmm.
Was like a silhouette of him.
Yeah, I see it. You had one in here.
Oh, I did?
Mm-hmm.
Here's another good example of hyper. The Shawn Michaels.
Oh, yeah. Did you
going all through the fireworks? Or the
show Josh that?
No, I have not. I need to. I keep forgetting.
You do. You should just have that, like, you should change your profile pic in our group chat.
I still have the generic profile picture, don't I?
I don't know. I do.
Oh my god. I'm gonna change that while you're looking. Because that is embarrassing.
Love this parallel. What's your opinion? What's your opinion on horizontal cards? Do you care? You hate them? You hate them because they don't present well when they're in the slab?
It just throws everything out of whack for me because I'm mainly, it sounds bad, I'm mainly like to collect the autographs.
Why does that sound bad?
Because it's people like, oh, you should appreciate the base cards and the parallels and all that stuff.
Well, then at that point, you're collecting everything, and then you can't do that. You literally can't. Because
so I like the uniformity of the autographs, except when there's like a horizontal autograph, then it throws me out of whack.
Now, maybe you would know this. The products in wrestling, are they? You've got some surface issues at the top there for that one. Centering is a little bit to the right. I'm going to say no on this one. What products, are there any products in wrestling that are like on card only for the autos? Or those are hard to find, just like every other sport.
On card only?
Yeah, like Flawless would be on card, right?
What was it? The old WCW autographs. I cannot think of the series right now. Those were all on card. But Immaculate and Impeccable had sticker autos. Did Impeccable have sticker autos?
Golly, I'd be mad.
Yeah, I think Impeccable. I know Immaculate did.
Old Brock has got a big dimple mark right by his hand right there.
Really?
It's off-centered a little bit. Top of that. And so when I get these back to you, just give them one more look over. Unless you want me to bring these to card night. By the way, card night.
Yeah, we'll probably do that. Are you going to be in Raleigh this weekend?
I did not know there was a show in Raleigh this weekend.
It's the big show. Tables sold out. It's like over 400 tables.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nope, not this weekend. Roxanne Perez.
She's like 20 years old. And she just lost the women's championship in NXT.
Well, this is a beautiful card, and that's going to get a 10. Even for a paper card, that's going to get a 10. When you look at all these prism cards and all these parallels, and you see all the surface issues, it really makes you appreciate just a good paper card. It really does.
That's the taker.
Oh my gosh. Is
People complained about that.
Is that part of the card? It is part of the card. All right. So I don't know. And before you send this in, you got to look to see if anybody's gotten a 10. This one down here is a surface issue. See it?
I see it.
Okay.
Mhm.
These, I think, are part of the card.
Only one way to find out.
So look for a 10 and see. I would not send this one in. I would put that in a brand new one touch and just show that off unless you really want the silhouetted Undertaker in a slab, because the centering on that one was perfect. I'm going to let you make that
That
decision.
is part of the card,
Okay.
but not the bottom part, but the top
Yeah,
part.
the bottom part. So that dimple right there is not part of the card.
Yep.
And this is number 299. Dang it. Did you say you had the black prism?
No,
Boy,
not
could
of
you
him.
imagine having the black finite Undertaker?
Oh God.
That'd be
Imagine
nice.
me going on a trip and acting like I don't know nobody.
Yeah. John Cena, red, white, and blue prism. Nice centering. Oh, you see it? It's right there above the boot.
Yep.
There. See it?
Yep.
There's a little nick right there. That's going to keep it from
is.
getting a 10. Of course it is.
Of course it is.
Of course. Hey, man, we're doing good here.
Oh, yeah.
I'd say we're 50-50 so far.
I've had worse odds.
And
I figured it could, like with these, I figured it couldn't hurt to have the silver, like, parallel of a legend in Prism first year. That was my mindset with this.
Is he considered a legend, Brock Lesnar?
I'd say so.
I mean, yeah, there's a bad print line right there, right in the middle.
Yep, I see it.
So
he had product. I think he was in. I know he was in NFL and WWE last year, and I think he was in UFC as well for Prism.
Yeah. So talk to me about what happens to a guy's perception when he crosses over to another sport. Not coming from another sport, because he started. I guess he did. I mean, I know that he started in the NFL, but he wasn't known. Like he was not
Right.
So when he left for the UFC, did that diminish his stardom? You got a surface issue here on the right side.
I'm trying to remember if he went to UFC or New Japan first. Because I know he went and wrestled in Japan. I just cannot picture it in my head.
I just remember when he went over to UFC. And
that was a whole thing because Goldberg was leaving and Brock Lesnar was leaving. And everybody knew both of them were leaving. And this was supposed to be a gigantic match at WrestleMania. And nobody cared because they both knew that they were leaving.
Oh, no.
So that it kind of put a stain on it. Until it returned, everybody forgets it and loses their minds.
You got the beautiful card, but you've got a surface issue right there. You see it on the right side?
Yep. Her photograph for this year looks great too.
Braun.
That is you remember the Steiner brothers?
Yeah.
That is Rick Steiner's son. And he wrestles like his dad, and he has the promo skills of Scott Steiner.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
So here's an interesting case, right? The front of this card's perfect.
Oh, God. But
the cracked ice. But, and see if I can get it showing. Like when the light comes across it. See those lines?
Yep.
Across the back. That's going to keep it from, and I tried wiping it and it won't come off. So,
well, you need to wipe it a little harder.
Yeah, it's funny, right? They try to equate cards to art.
Yeah.
But in the art world, you're allowed to restore art. You're allowed to do things to it. It's actually expected. Cora Jade. So the surface is okay. It's getting chewed up at the top though. I don't know if I can show that to you.
Yeah, I see it. Crap.
Yeah. Yeah. And the back centering, top to bottom. Look how much space is here.
Oh yeah.
And then it's really squeezed there.
I had one that was horrendous. I have to show. It's the worst centering I've ever seen. I need to find it and show it to you. I don't know where Abby put it.
All right, let me ask you a question. So if you had to, who's your guy? Like, who is the guy that or the girl that you collect?
So the main girl that I collect is Dakota Kai.
Okay.
As far as guys, I want to collect Ron Breaker, but his autograph is lazy and his parallels are too expensive.
Oh, this is a good looking card. I don't know if that corner is just because the wave is there, or if there's a corner issue. But that one's going in the go pile.
Like, you love the busy parallels, but then you can't look at them.
Yeah. So, would you ever, for the two that you just said, would you ever collect the PSA rainbow? You know what that is?
109876.
Yeah. And I have a follow-up question for you after that. So this is a good looking card. There is some surface issues on the right there. That's going to be a 9 all day. Yeah.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I have the lowest graded PSA card I have is actually. Are you familiar with AEW?
Mm-hmm.
It is probably the biggest name in AEW, and it is their rookie card, and it is graded a 6. But I said, I don't care.
Right. This one I'm not even taking out of the top loader because of the centering. Okay. Look how much space is at the bottom versus the top.
I have a PSA 6 MJF.
And looks like this one's the same thing.
Did you hear me, Michael?
Yes. PSA 6.
Yes. MJF. Right here.
Oh my gosh.
But I'll take it because it was an all black border. It was an indie card company that made it.
Mm-hmm.
There's actually a hair inside the slab.
So all your Rhea Ripley's.
Rhea Ripley?
Oh man, and they're all out of $2.99. They're all like heavy to the top.
And I pulled all 3 of those.
So it must have been that run. Seth Rollins.
I forgot I had that.
Wasn't he the champ for a while?
Oh yeah.
Interesting.
Nice color, Matt. I feel like after a while, a lot of the NFL photos started to run together.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas these are all like very, very specific to the person.
Well, not just that, they're obviously during a match, right?
Right.
And so a lot of those NFL ones, it's clear that this is going to be close. So that's there. It's clear that they're airbrushed. They're like photoshopped. And like, either during practice but it looks like these are all during production, right?
Like we need a picture of somebody holding up a Super Bowl trophy, like Dakota holding up the championship here.
Yeah.
Or there's a Roman Reigns card actually in this set. It's his base card, and he's holding up both titles that he holds.
Oh wow.
That's one plus to having a horizontal card for him.
So I don't know if you could see it. It's slight, but you can. Let me see if I can get it to show. No, I can't get it to show. It's slight. I'm gonna put it. No, I can't put that in the 10 pile. Sorry, I just can't. I don't want to put it. I cannot because then I don't have hardly any credibility as it is. And if I put that in the 10 pile,
so this guy,
Gable Stevenson,
is like an amateur wrestling quote unquote legend, and winning all the championships. And then he got signed to WWE and has only shown up in the crowd a couple times in 2 or 3 years.
And there's a crease in the card. See it? Or let's see if I can get it to see it.
Yep. I see it. I don't see any hype in him at all. There are other people that like Kurt Angle. He was a amateur wrestler.
He was.
And he was phenomenal. This guy hadn't done anything, not even like at the performance center training yet.
It just takes so much salesmanship. Look at this.
That's a good horizontal card.
And this is clean. You got some print lines on the, yeah, you got some print lines on the back. But it's such a strong card on the front. I think they're going to overlook that. The front of this card's perfect.
Really?
Yep.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
Perfect. I'm way tougher on your cards than I am mine. Mine,
I appreciate that.
Mine are like, I'm like, yeah, go ahead. That one's good to go.
Now, it's completely off topic. Those Rat Pack cards, did you grade those or did you buy those graded?
Nope. I got those from a friend and then got them graded because those guys deserve to be in slabs.
And like with that, you don't give a crap if it comes back ones across the board. It's just something cool.
So they're super cool, and they get people to. No one's. I doubt. Hogan's got a bad mark right there, right on his face. You see it? That's not part of the card. Right there.
Oh, that is part of the card.
What?
Yep.
Oh, well then. Oh.
Oh God! You just had to go look for something else.
I do. I'm looking. Yeah, so that's not part of the card. See if I can get the light to catch it.
Right there, that top right crease.
Right through the prism.
I see it. And that's out of 99 too, which stings.
Oh man, you'll get a Hulk Hogan collector that doesn't care.
Oh yeah,
about the.
I pulled it out of 99 Hogan from last year and this year, so the other one's probably in there coming up soon.
Dang. The Taker.
That looks good in purple too.
Come on, baby.
This is 149.
Is this somebody that you would PC?
Taker? No.
No.
He's got a beautiful autograph. I think I told you the gold autograph of his from Select.
Ooh. That's my favorite Panini product.
Really? I like the animal prints, but I love the animal prints on the Prism cards.
I like the tiers.
Yeah.
So I guess in Prism Select, would it be like ringside instead of courtside?
Yep, it's ringside. There is Concourse, Premier, ringside, and mezzanine.
Oh, mezzanine. Yeah, my favorite parallel, and Josh turned me on to these. I'm going to put the Taker in here, the purple, on the go, just because it's the Taker and it's purple and black and it looks cool.
I'm actually going to show you something. You can keep going. I'm not even going to edit this out.
So while you're away, since you're not editing this out, the Cena slammed hard to the left there. No go. We got the Becky Lynch. I think I'm just starting to learn these out of $2.99. Ooh. So first one of these, corner issue there, brother. Top left, or I mean, if you're looking at this one, top right, that corner is going to keep you from getting a 10. And when you get a corner issue on a Prism card, there's no way around it. Speak of the devil. Oh, Tiger. A little bit of a surface issue there. Surface issue there. Yeah. I'm going to put this in the go pile just because he's your guy.
All right, so that took longer than I planned on it being.
Fine. I kept just talking to nobody.
So, the only thing I don't like about the tiers is when the person you PC is in one of the harder tiers.
Yeah. But wait a minute. In wrestling, they don't have one in every tier?
Ooh.
Oh, so that's
The only
that
person that
makes
had one in every tier was Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns.
And oh man, Mick Foley.
Oh.
Remember Mick Foley?
Mankind, right?
He was Mick Foley in Concourse. He was Cactus Jack in Premiere. He was Mankind in Ringside, and he was Dude Love in Mezzanine.
So is the mezzanine the chase?
The Dude Love
it...
tie-dye is the chase. But
see, and that's why I like Select.
How about this for a mezzanine card that's off-centered?
Who is that?
That's Andre Chase. That is bad, and I kept that just so I could be like, holy crap, that is terrible. But with the different tiers, when your PC is ringside, you have a hard time picking up the parallels.
Oh my gosh, Jacob. Come on, man.
I have the base, the silver, the tie-dye out of 25, emerald out of 5. I have the gold wave, gold, and gold flash. I have the retail parallel. I have orange flash, elephant, and zebra. I'm missing the one of ones and the tiger, and no tiger has popped up yet.
Well, looks like you're going to have to just break open some more product.
Oh, not select, not select.
So your Sasha Banks,
That's kind of a color match.
Yeah, other than a little bit of a print line issue up top, just slight. It doesn't even run through. Actually, it does.
People hate that parallel in wrestling.
The aqua.
I love it. I think it's a nice, easy on the eyes color. But and see what I mean about all those having the red banners last year,
and
now they have the brand,
the gold.
Yeah,
interesting. Wonder how they picked that color.
The red?
Yeah, the red banner.
Probably just from the logo.
Yeah, well, so like this year's, those outlines matched the Qatar flag because it was in. This one's close, because it's out of 49, and the surface issues are minimal on that. I'm going to send that through.
Okay. Now, this guy is a nobody, but it's a gold that I pulled out of a box myself. So I was like, might as well have you look at it.
And the nobody card is in great shape.
Of course it is, because why wouldn't it be?
I mean, there's a little bit of a ding there.
I don't even know if he's still with the company. As much as I watch it, I don't even know if he's still signed.
Yeah, I would just. It's in good enough shape. And since it's a gold, and there's only 10 of them in the universe, I would get that slabbed.
Of course you would.
But I would find out whether or not he's still wrestling or if he's selling cars. Bailey.
Yeah, he's still there.
Whoa. Okay, so I miss these all the time.
I think he's injured.
So see it.
I see it.
See the ding? Yep. That's like a fingernail mark. It's like...
Imagine that, but about 4 or 5 times the length, 3 times across the card. That's what the Rock looked like.
Oh, gosh. I would have lost my mind.
Yes. It looked like somebody took like a fork and just pressed it into it.
Been there.
I've been there. So bad.
Mandy Rose.
She's no longer with the company.
$199. Obviously, and this one would probably get a 10.
Really?
Yeah.
So the centering from last year is better than this year?
Yeah. And I feel like it fills up. The reason why is it because it fills up more of the card. I feel like the ones from last year just don't, the squiggly thingies don't go to the edges as much this year.
I pulled her gold auto out of a personal box, and I got it graded through CSG, and I got a 10. So I'm thinking about sending it to PSA.
Yeah, this one's strong too.
I'll take it. I will take it because that is a like. So with wrestling, for whatever reason, it's kind of cutthroat. So you have people you PC, and then you have people you closet PC.
Right.
That way they don't get sniped up from you. So that's one that I kind of collect when I can. That's a cool image too.
Yeah. Regardless of the condition, this one's getting slabbed.
Really?
But it looks good. It looks like this was the lowest. This will get this rock card is going to get a 9. The lowest.
Oh, okay.
That's the lowest. That's a nice card. Here's your man.
See, I like it when you talk sweet to me like that. That's what I need more of.
Nick Foley.
I pulled 2 of those out of 49 myself. I think I sold one though. Either that or it's in there with it.
Ooh, that's a bookend too. One of 49. It's nice.
The teal doesn't look too good on that card.
Liv Morgan.
That's a cool image. I like that one, even though it's horizontal.
$2.99. Is clean.
She's got a lot of collectors too.
Yep. Have you seen the slabs that are horizontal from HGA?
I have. They're the same company that has like the customs label backgrounds, aren't they?
Yeah. Ooh. So you see it?
What was that at the bottom right corner? Was there any or not? No, I'm just tripping then, I guess.
There's I don't know if you see the print lines, like right, you can see them present right there.
Yeah.
So right through the middle of the card.
I think I was just seeing the reflection of your finger and thought it was something.
Yep. Sorry, Liv. You're not a 10.
A lot of people would disagree with you.
So I'm not even, I mean, unless you just want the Hogan slabbed, but I mean, look how far up.
Yep. Oh, God.
Almost off the card. Tiffany Stratton.
It's always the good cards.
Yep. Let's make sure that can get rid of that. Nope.
You can.
I cannot.
You can.
It's right there. It's like a dimple. Sorry, dude.
Mission failed.
Got a job to do.
Somebody actually made a custom immaculate card of her because she wasn't in the set and put like a little background in the arch, and I got it.
That's cool.
The guy in the Philippines. That's like really, really good work. And it's 3 of 10, so I'll take it.
My people. My little people.
No, there's so many talented people that do these custom cards, man.
Oh, yeah. I wonder if that's ever going to catch
on. That's the image I was telling you about. That's a cool horizontal image.
That is cool. And I'm rooting for it, but it's off-centered, but I'd still send it in.
Really?
Yeah, like you could see, it's barely, but I mean, there's more to the left than there is to the right.
Right, okay.
So let me see if I can get it. Like you could see, yeah.
I forgot how nice that looked.
That is cool. So tell me how you got into wrestling.
Okay, so it's kind of weird. I just moved to my neighborhood in 2004. And of course, naturally, you got to be friends with the neighbor's kids. So, you get close to them or whatever, play video games, cool. Then one day he pulled some like wrestling figures out of his closet. And he was like, "Hey, do you want these?" I was like, "Yeah, I'll take them. I guess I'll use them for something." And then he started telling me about them. And I was like, "Oh, okay." And then he got SmackDown versus Raw 2007 on the PlayStation 2. And we started playing that, and I was like, "This is fun."
You got hooked.
And then I started watching because I couldn't stay up to watch like Raw, ECW, SmackDown,
Right.
but I catch like the first 30 minutes of it, and that was enough for me every time.
Right.
And then I started getting the figures, and then got into the cards a couple months before they actually went to Panini. I just couldn't get enough wrestling, so I had to go to cards.
Right.
But now
Right.
my wallet's like, that's enough wrestling.
It's a beautiful card. It's stone cold. If it was any other person, I would probably say no because it's off centered. But
And you see what I mean about the black borders for the legends? Nice little touch. I mean, since you can't do team colors, I guess that's one way to do it.
Right. Ooh.
That's the one that didn't have the fork in it. The ambulance.
Oh man.
Michael?
Well, it's just they're very minor. But I mean, because this is just basically a mirror on the edges.
Yeah.
And then just pitch black in the middle.
I like that. I think that's a nice touch.
It is a nice touch, but it's going to be a tough 10, man. This is going to get a 9.
All right.
But you got to send it in. Because I mean that on a display.
Yeah.
Come on. I mean, those are your
like I said, people complain about the Undertaker. I was like, if you're gonna do a silhouette, I guess that's the guy to do it of. And then they did like the inverse silhouette with The Rock, so it's just like a pitch black background, and I think it looks really nice, and it kind of pops out and makes him feel like the spotlight's on him. You know what I mean?
I wish that was a horizontal card. My goodness, that would be awesome.
What, the Taker?
No, The Rock. This one. That was a
vertical
card. Yeah, vertical
yeah.
card. Oh my goodness. did they do the noir?
They did.
Oh man.
They did. I don't think I pulled any.
You didn't buy any noir?
It was in Chronicles.
Oh, so it wasn't a dedicated product. It was
we had last year we had Prism, Revolution, Select, NXT, Impeccable, Chronicles, Immaculate.
How big is this Ava Rain character?
She's big because that's the Rock's daughter.
Okay, well, her 2 cards are in pretty good shape.
I'll take it. I will take it.
All right, we got about 10 more.
Oh, God.
Get you out of here.
Michael's like, I'm never doing this again.
No, this is fun. This is the most wrestling I've seen in a while. My brother-in-law, Pete, loves his wrestling.
As he should.
And his NASCAR.
So that's another cool Taker auto. Or not auto, photo.
That's a clean card. Got some over there, but
nah.
I would say if this was my card, I would send it in, just because these just are they're iconic. I mean, you've got the silver Taker, the silver Austin, the silver Rock.
I'm missing like Macho Man and Hogan.
Oh yeah, well you got a Hogan coming up here.
Boom, blue wave. I love that. I haven't seen that until this product. I don't know if it was in other sports or what, but I really love that parallel.
The sky blue wave.
Yep.
Yeah, that's nice.
And now they did undercards, and now I gotta chase discos.
That's funny.
And I love those. Those are obnoxiously cool.
The orange.
No, the disco parallels.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
Bad.
You gotta send this in.
Is it clean?
It's clean.
I think that was a nice photo they chose for it too. Because
Yep.
what?
How much longer does she have? Is she fairly young still? Or is she aging out?
She definitely wrestles a more limited schedule.
Yeah.
But I think she can, afford to. I don't know exactly how old she is. She started in 2013, I think. She never really has any injuries, so
No, they protect her.
yeah. How's that Hogan?
Clean.
Oh God.
That's nice. Another Ava.
So I sold like all my colored parallels of everybody I hit and whatnot, and I was like, the ones that I want to get a second look at, I'm either going to grade them if they're fine, or they're going on whatnot, so somebody can get some deals.
So how often you go on whatnot?
It used to be once or twice a week, but now I'm kind of known for opening a case of each product,
right,
and doing a blowout the day of.
Right.
So like you get product and say like Friday is release day. Friday at 2 p.m. I'm slinging a couple hundred cards.
That's awesome. So here's an interesting question that can only be answered if you send this in. The front of this card is great. The back of this card is great. The serial number is off center. Like, see how it should be in the middle of this?
Right.
It's not.
I wonder if Josh has any Brady's that he has slabbed that might have that problem.
He probably does, but I would see if
Test
that's
it.
a known issue. And like the Guerrero, same parallel.
Right.
And look how much more centered the numbers are.
Purple gets no love either.
It's because it doesn't rhyme with anything.
Well, fair enough.
But the orange, everybody loves orange. That doesn't rhyme with anything either.
Right.
I was just making stuff up. Okay. On the final stretch here. It's concerning to me that the 10 pile is larger than the not 10 pile. So you're going to have to go through these with me again. I don't trust myself.
Okay.
That's
a cool image too.
That is a cool image. But you got some print lines going through the middle of this.
No.
Yep. I think oddly enough, if it was the silver, I would say send it because you've got the silvers of the other ones.
Right. So that is a name
Triple H?
Maybe not the bald Triple H.
No, I know something Henley, right?
Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Yep, Helmsley.
Yep.
Yeah. He was, who was his crew?
DX.
That's right. Oh, I know this guy.
I hope so. I really hope so.
Bret the Hitman Hart has got a little surface issue at the top.
If we had a pink parallel, just besides Select, because I haven't seen any of his like pink Select cards pop up. Maybe I haven't been looking. If we had a pink parallel though for him, who is this? Oh, it's
Roxanne.
So I looked up. She's actually 21 years old, which is still ridiculous to be where she is.
Yeah.
And it makes me feel like, man, I ain't done crap with my life.
Oh boy, look at that.
What's wrong? Oh God.
See it?
That was obvious. That's terrible. Oh, that's terrible.
That's bad. That's a bad one. You could almost feel it.
Well, at least the rated rookie one looked pretty good.
Yep. Oh, here's Rock. And I remember when people would not give him the time of day in Hollywood, and now everything he touches turns to
He is
gold.
everywhere.
Yep. He just simply outworked everybody. See it? Pull the print line. Right. Let's see if I can get it to flash. See it?
And it stings more when it's not the full length of the card.
Yep. But that's being said, this in a 9 would be really cool. I'm gonna send this through.
That blue looks good. I don't know why it seems to go with a lot of people.
Well, the blue with the black background there,
Yep.
awesome.
I need that in an orange. I really need that in orange. Or gold. Oh, that'd be nice.
Oh my goodness. Could you even imagine what the gold?
I don't want to imagine paying for that in a gold. And I hate it because her rookie card is with tops. Her rookie autograph is like their lower than low level tier women's division set, but they were all on card autos.
That's going through. Oh, I thought it was a print line. Got rid of it.
Oh, that's what I like to hear. All right, we just need to do that with the other ones.
I
didn't know I had this many Tiffany Stratton cards.
So it's weird, right? This one, you could feel it. You can feel the residue on it. Like, and my cloth doesn't go across it.
I gotta send this one to you, or next time I see you, because like you can literally see scratches all in it, and you can feel it. Feels like imagine you've been working outside all day with your hands,
and
then that's what it feels like. It feels like somebody's working outside their hands. It's that bad.
Yeah, this one, it's got some residue on it, and I don't know if you want to take the chance there. And so, this is old school, right?
That is 2014, I think. Leaf. Out of 25 on-card auto of Kamala. I couldn't figure out a. I'm used to Carmella. I couldn't put it together.
That's cool. That's got a chance, dude.
That would be cool, especially considering like he has passed on. And he cannot have any more autographs.
Know that.
I think that'd be a cool. And it's a nice, like, legible signature. That's what I like. I want to be able to look at it and tell. Like, Carmelo Hayes signed as Mello. His nickname is Mello. They put Mello on his Titantron, on his T-shirts, everything. So I like that. Or how Ted DiBiase does the $sign at the bottom.
Right. All right, brother. So if we're looking at numbers, and it's not really numbers, it's just the height of the stack. And this doesn't really, because the 10s. So we're looking at these are not going to 10. These have a chance, and then I would be more comfortable getting this to about half this size for 10s.
All right.
So, all right.
Well, I appreciate it.
No problem, Dan. When are you wanting to send these off?
Before the deadline.
Okay. Well, you got about a month and a half. I think it's the end of May.
Yeah.
So,
thanks.
All right, man. Great seeing you. Thank you for letting me be a part of your collection, and good luck.
I appreciate it. Thanks, man.
See you, Jacob. Bye.
See you.